Super Dragon Ball Heroes is a promotional anime for the card-based arcade game. You'll notice its pace is quicker than the canon Dragon Ball, but it's enjoyable nonetheless. Over on Beerus' planet, Goku and Vegeta are in a deep sparring session with Whis, while Beerus is asleep nearby. Their training gets interrupted when future Mai suddenly arrives, urging Goku and Vegeta to come with her. Apparently, future Trunks has vanished. Out of nowhere, a mysterious purple-skinned man appears and offers to explain the situation. He introduces himself as Fu and claims to be a friend of Trunks, who's apparently caught up in something serious and is now stuck on a place called the Prison Planet. Vegeta is skeptical and questions how Fu could possibly know this, but Fu calmly responds that, as Trunks' friend, it only makes sense that he would look into his disappearance. He then explains that the Prison Planet is home to a collection of dangerous criminals from across the universe, and warns that they'll need to act fast if they want to save Trunks. With that, Fu vanishes. Goku and Vegeta decide to follow this lead, though Whis is left uneasy about this stranger Fu. Meanwhile, Shin pulls Mai aside to ask her for a favor. Goku uses instant transmission to bring himself, Vegeta, and Mai directly to the Prison Planet. He's immediately awestruck by the enormous chains encircling the planet, but Vegeta hones in on a powerful key signature, which turns out to be another Goku? This alternate Goku is dressed in an unfamiliar red attire. From afar, Fu watches everything unfold. The alternate Goku locks eyes on him before powering up to Super Saiyan 4 and launching an attack on the regular Goku, who quickly counters by going Super Saiyan Blue. As the battle kicks off, this other Goku, known as Xeno Goku, starts to piece things together. He assumes the Goku he's fighting must be a version of himself from another timeline, and wonders if he's aligned with someone ominous. Mid-fight, Goku crashes into something invisible, an unseen wall in the sky. Xeno Goku explains that they're in a completely sealed off space and there's no way out. Both Gokus fire off a Kamehameha at each other and the blasts cancel out mid-air. Xeno Goku cryptically says it's no use, though the regular Goku doesn't understand what he means. From a distance, Fu chuckles in amazement. As expected of the Saiyans, having two Gokus in one place makes for some truly fascinating data. Xeno Goku, clearly annoyed, fires a blast at Fu, but Fu easily brushes it off. He reveals that Xeno Goku had tried to use the Kamehameha Clash to break the barrier, but assures him it's no use. Still, Fu commends him. Figuring out a strategy like that on the fly is exactly what he'd expect from someone in the Time Patrol, a version of Goku from an alternate dimension who serves as a kind of multiversal law enforcer. Vegeta calls out how suspicious it is that Fu knows so much about Prison Planet, and Fu happily reveals the truth. He created it himself. It's a twisted laboratory of his own design, where he collects powerful fighters from across the multiverse to clash endlessly for his research. He also suspects that Xeno Goku allowed himself to be captured in order to gather intel. Mai, now furious, accuses Fu of deceiving them and starts to wonder if Trunks is even here at all. Fu then claims that Trunks committed a mortal sin, time travel, and must now face the consequences. Besides, Fu admits he brought Trunks here intentionally, knowing it would lure in the others. Vegeta demands to know where Trunks is, but Fu simply tells them to search for him themselves. Even if they find Trunks, they won't be able to leave without collecting a unique set of Dragon Balls. Xeno Goku already has one that Fu gave him, but the remaining 6 are held by powerful prisoners. With his twisted game in motion, Fu cheerfully kicks off the experiment and vanishes. Somewhere else on Prison Planet, Trunks wakes up locked inside a cell. The doors creak open, seemingly on their own. As he cautiously steps out, he encounters Cooler, who demands that Trunks hand over a Dragon Ball, though Trunks has no idea what he's talking about. Meanwhile, Fu watches everything unfold from a high-tech control room. Behind him, a shadowy chained figure radiates wild energy. Fu turns to this evil Saiyan and assures him that his moment to shine is coming very soon. As the evil Saiyan gathers power inside his towering chamber, Fu watches from a distance, pleased with his decision to bring this dangerous individual to the Prison Planet. Meanwhile, Goku, Vegeta, and Mai are making their way through the strange terrain, searching for any trace of Trunks. Suddenly, an overwhelming wave of dark, malevolent ki rushes toward them. It's him, the evil Saiyan. Goku and Vegeta launch themselves at the approaching threat, Goku transforming into his Super Saiyan 2 form while Vegeta remains in his base state. The moment Goku's fist grazes the evil Saiyan's aura, he flies back in pain. Goku screams as his pupils vanish, and his body suddenly turns on its own. He attacks Vegeta in a wild, mindless frenzy. One of his stray energy blasts rockets toward Mai, but Trunks appears just in time to deflect it. As Trunks tries to understand what Mai is doing here, Vegeta calls out to him to take care of Kakarot while he goes after the source of this madness. But just as Vegeta charges in toward the evil Saiyan, he's blindsided by a sudden energy blast from the side. It's Cooler. Fu's voice echoes throughout the planet, warning everyone to stay alert. The evil Saiyan is named Cumber, and his wicked ki has the power to shatter the minds of anyone it touches. Trunks quickly tells Vegeta that Cooler isn't an enemy this time, though Cooler clarifies that they simply share a mutual goal. Without further delay, Cooler locks Goku into a grapple, trying to hold him down. Meanwhile, Mai rummages through a capsule and pulls out Trunks' sword along with his regular clothes. Cooler manages to hurl Goku away and pauses to reflect. He recalls how Fu once told him that Frieza surpassed him by achieving the Golden Transformation. Not to be outdone, Cooler declares that anything his younger brother can do, he can do just as well. With that, he powers up into his own golden form, proclaiming himself Golden Cooler. With his new power, Golden Cooler knocks Goku aside once more and forms a massive energy sphere, launching it straight at Cumber. The impact causes a massive explosion, sending shockwaves throughout the planet. When the smoke clears, Goku lies on the ground, back in base form. Trunks checks on him and confirms that Goku has finally returned to normal. Cumber, clearly entertained by the chaos, says he's grown fond of this little group and demands that they entertain him with a real fight. He tears off his restraining vest and unleashes a barrage of energy blasts in all directions. Watching the destruction unfold, Mai pulls out a pair of Potara earrings from her pocket and tosses them to Goku and Vegeta, explaining that the Supreme Kai entrusted them to her for an emergency. To buy them some time, Trunks powers up into Super Saiyan and charges at Cumber, attempting to hit him with his sword. But Cumber quickly overpowers Trunks and grabs him by the throat, lifting him into the air. Cooler tries to intervene with a long-range energy blast, but it has no effect on Cumber's rampage. Seeing his son in danger, Vegeta's fury boils over. Without hesitation, he puts on the Potara earring and shouts for Goku to do the same. The two merge into Vegito, who steps forward confidently, telling Cumber that the real fight is about to get started. Cumber continues to choke Trunks with one hand while powering up a massive energy sphere in the other. Not waiting any longer, Vegito ascends to Super Saiyan Blue and intercepts the incoming energy blast, clashing against it head-on. The resulting explosion is massive, and Fu, safely observing from his control room, is clearly impressed by the intensity of the Saiyans' battle. When the smoke finally clears, it's revealed that Vegito managed to rescue Trunks, pulling him away from danger. With Trunks now out of immediate harm's way, Vegito instructs him to stay back and then charges in to face Cumber directly. The two begin trading fierce blows, evenly matched at first, and Cumber soon laughs at delight at having found such a worthy adversary. He declares that it'll be his pleasure to destroy him. Suddenly, Cumber unleashes a pursuing energy wave that slams into Vegito and sends him flying across the battlefield. Watching from a distance, Golden Cooler grows increasingly interested, remarking to himself that things are finally getting exciting. In response to the mounting pressure, Vegito stacks the Kaioken on top of his Super Saiyan Blue form, reigniting the clash with Cumber in a flurry of high-speed blows. Meanwhile, Mai helps Trunks move to a safer location, both of them staring wide-eyed at the massive ki clashing in the distance, hoping that Goku and Vegeta can hold their own. The fierce struggle continues, and Cooler takes note of the cracks starting to spread across the chains that bind the prison planet. Back in the control room, Fu is beyond impressed by the sheer magnitude of the energy being released and eagerly hopes that they'll push things even further. Cumber begins charging another colossal energy sphere, and Vegito responds in kind, gathering energy for a final Kamehameha. The two enormous blasts collide mid-air, locked in a beam struggle that shakes the very area around them. Eventually, Vegito's final Kamehameha pushes through Cumber's attack and crashes forward, causing even more damage to the already strained chain nearby. Before it can land, Cumber counters with yet another energy wave, violently forcing both the attack and Vegito back. Fired up, Cumber announces that he intends to bury Vegito with his own hands. He forms a smaller energy orb and, without hesitation, gives it the command to burst and mix. Immediately, Cumber's body swells and transforms into a towering great ape, his fur a distinct orange color. Vegito is surprised, while even Trunks is left speechless by the sheer size of this monstrous form. Now more powerful, Cumber charges a mouth blast and unleashes it straight at Vegito. The blast nearly connects, and in a blinding flash, Vegito splits apart, reverting back to Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta. It seems their fusion couldn't withstand the energy output any longer. Great Ape Cumber continues his rampage, firing mouth blasts widely across the area. The resulting destruction sends tremors throughout the prison planet, further fracturing the chains and even causing parts of the sky itself to shatter. Back in their base forms, Goku and Vegeta slowly rise to their feet, standing together against the colossal Great Ape that towers over them. Watching it all from his control room, Fu is practically giddy with excitement. The Saiyans have pushed the battle to incredible heights, and he wants nothing more than for them to keep going. Goku quickly suggests they go for Cumber's tail to end this, but Vegeta doesn't like taking orders. The two power up to Super Saiyan and launch at Cumber, though he smacks Vegeta aside with his tail and stomps down on Goku with crushing force. Trunks joins the fight as a Super Saiyan, but he's knocked away as well. Trunks and Vegeta team up to blast Cumber, while Goku struggles under the Great Ape's foot. Cooler shoots at Cumber too, but it doesn't do anything. In his control room, Fu cheers Cumber on, but when a warning light starts flashing, he sees that the fight is getting out of control and decides to step in. On the battlefield, Cumber keeps pushing down on Goku and mocks them all, saying they'll never reach his tail. Goku suddenly powers up into Super Saiyan Blue and breaks free, then rushes Cumber with a Kaioken times 20 attack. Cumber fights back, and his attacks are starting to crack the sky. But before they can keep going, an energy wave comes from the side and stops them. Fu appears and tells Cumber not to destroy everything. Fu then pulls out his sword and with a blinding surge of power, uses it to absorb the power ball still floating in the sky. He then leaps forward and slashes Cumber, turning him back into his normal form. Fu tells the group to keep fighting and leaves the area, dodging a blast from Cooler as he goes. Curious, Vegeta starts to wonder what he's planning. Suddenly, Cumber begins to power up again. Goku transforms into Super Saiyan God, and Cumber seems to recognize the red hair. As the battle continues, Cumber quickly takes control of the fight. Their battle tears apart the ground and sky, breaking the massive chains that hang above the planet. At his base, Fu is shocked to see that his lab has been destroyed in his absence, making it impossible for him to continue his experiments. He yells out in anger, questioning who did this. Back on the battlefield, Goku drops out of Super Saiyan God, which disappoints Cumber. He grinds Goku under his foot, then rises into the air and blasts him with a series of ki attacks. Just as he goes in for the final blow, two Super Saiyan 4 fighters appear and block it, Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta. Cumber doesn't know who they are, but he's eager to fight them anyway. Trunks is confused by the two Vegetas, but Mai figures that the newcomers are Time Patrol members. Golden Cooler stays silent, watching from afar. Xeno Vegeta tells Trunks and Mai to take their version of Goku and get him to safety. Cumber runs out of patience and transforms into Super Saiyan 3 to begin the fight. Faced with his overwhelming energy, Xeno Vegeta realizes that fusion is their only option. Even though he doesn't like it, he knows there's no other choice. As Cumber's attack gets closer, the two quickly fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. Vegito and Cumber start trading powerful attacks, breaking even more of the planet's chains in the process. Cumber charges a huge energy sphere, but Vegito answers with a Kamehameha. The two attacks clash until Vegito's blast finally breaks through and hits Cumber, destroying another chain. Exhausted, Vegito splits back into Xeno Goku and Xeno Vegeta. Xeno Vegeta wonders if they finally defeated Cumber, but before he gets an answer, Fu appears. He sees the broken chains and realizes the seal on the planet is gone, in turn blaming the Xenos for destroying his lab. Goku tells Fu that his plans are finished, and angry that everything has fallen apart, Fu pulls out his sword and fires a blast at them. Off to the side, the regular Goku begins to twitch as he regains consciousness. The Xeno versions of Goku and Vegeta declare to capture Fu and charge at him to fight. The prison planet is starting to fall apart from the pressure of the battles as Xeno Goku and Vegeta face off against Fu. Behind Fu, Cumber appears again, still undefeated. He powers up and yells for someone to fight him, sending wild energy blasts all over the planet. Suddenly, Fu looks up at a moon above the battlefield and says his goal is complete. He says a certain group will be revived soon and thanks the Saiyans, expecting things to get more interesting. He then opens a rift in space-time to escape. Cooler chases after him, saying he won't let him get away, but the rift closes before Xeno Goku can follow them. Xeno Vegeta says they can deal with Fu later. Right now, they need to get Trunks and the others away from the area. Cumber creates a huge energy ball, and the Time Patrollers fly down to meet it. Xeno, Goku, and Vegeta push against the attack, and Vegeta wonders how much longer his version of Goku will stay unconscious. As the situation grows dire, Goku wakes up, now with silver eyes. A bright blue-silver light shoots up from the ground and Goku steps forward, having entered Ultra Instinct. He challenges Cumber, dodges his punch, and knocks him down with one hit. Xeno Goku is amazed by his counterpart's power and tells everyone to get ready to leave the planet using instant transmission. He takes both Vegetas, Trunks, and Mai with him. Goku stays behind to finish the fight and defeats Cumber with a Kamehameha, overwhelming him in the blast's power. As the prison planet collapses, Goku looks at the moon, which is now cracked and glowing purple. Merged Zamasu appears in front of it, wearing different attire, along with 4 mysterious figures. He lifts an unconscious Cumber into the air with his finger and disappears with him. Goku, now alone and confused, screams as the planet explodes. And that pretty much wraps up the prison planet arc. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you guys want me to cover the rest of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, let me know by hitting the like button. Thanks to everyone who stuck around into the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one.